do. Yeah, it's terrible news about Fred the Godson. That's garbage. That sucks, man. It's a good guy, you know. That's why we gotta try our best to stay healthy, man. Yeah, exactly. Rest in peace, Fred. You know, a real New Yorker. Yeah, even my mom know that Fred passed away. Look at that. Sad business. Waiting for Maul to jump in. Definitely a Bronx legend. You know, and it's crazy too because me and John Doe was just talking about this a few minutes ago before I jumped on here that you know all these people are gonna now discover him. You know, when they see him trending on Twitter and Instagram, and now they go back and look at all his freestyles and freshman double XL covers and everything like that. They should have been paying attention in the beginning. You know, but some people need unfortunate things to pay attention to people. And he showed us a lot of love. You know, him and Ed, my partner, have a lot of good relationships. There you go, my man Maul. Mm-mm-mm.
What's going on, brother?
Yes, yes. Molly
How you feeling,
Maul.
man?
What's going on, brother? How you?
Good,
As good as it gets?
good. That's all I got. Yeah, shit
I,
is. It's another day, you know.
I, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Um, well, listen, you like my brother, so I this is a normal convo, but we recording a podcast episode. So I'm glad you on it. Glad you on
Absolutely. Is it
that.
demon time? There will be no demon time here. It's gonna be
this
us reading Bible passages back and forth.
this is the homage podcast, the homage, whatever you want to call it, however you pronounce it. This is what it is. And we got my man Jamal Jimoh in the music executive, entertainment, hilarious, funny, crazy,
It's a lot of
extraordinaire.
pressure. That's a lot of pressure. You're
Yeah,
getting expectations up.
you can't fuck this up, Mo.
I can't make that promise. I'm sorry.
Now, first of all, let's address something real quick. Rest in peace of Fred the Godson.
Absolutely.
This shit is whack news. You know what I mean? This is like terrible right now. You know, dude is a Bronx legend, and he is a top flight MC from the moment I heard him. You know,
Yeah,
you
he
know
was a
how did
talent. He was a true talent, man.
yeah, man. He worked hard. He didn't give up on his craft at all.
Yeah.
You know, and he supported us. He supported the brand a lot.
No, he showed love
Yeah, he
every
showed
single time. Like
every,
it's without fail.
yeah,
And yeah,
a lot of
there's not many who do that. And Fred did it every single fucking turn.
yeah,
And
and you know, unfortunately, it it takes this kind of thing for certain people to wake up and pay notice to certain people. You know, so you're gonna
yeah,
see his streaming numbers, his YouTube views go through the roof. I think I'm like, damn, this dude is a spitter. You know,
yeah,
and he had a lot to say. So he will be missed, man. So
sorely,
rest
sorely.
in peace to Fred the Godson. But you know, now you West Coast Mall. We all knew you as New
And
York Mall.
I would have killed somebody had I been in New York for this shit. So I am. That's the if there's one silver lining to this is that I'm out here as all of this is happening. It feels a world away from family.
Yeah,
Um, but it's much better for sanity. And I mean, save for the occasional earthquake, shit is as good as can be expected out here. Like
how was
it's
that situation? Did you have to run in depth for cover or what?
no, I thought my neighbors were fucking. Like I went no seriously. Like I thought they were fucking and their bed hit the wall, and I mean I was jealous at first, and I was like, well, at least somebody's getting to it, and then just kind of realized, like, I immediately went to Twitter because who gives a fuck about any news outlet? And it
Right.
was confirmed that it was an earthquake, so just kind of made a couple of jokes about it. Stayed up for another 4 hours because I didn't want to go to sleep and
Hmm.
have shit shaking off the walls. And that was it.
So how many
So
earthquakes you experienced since you've been out there?
apparently, I've experienced three, but that's the first one I've actually been up for. So
Gotcha.
it's much weirder feeling it happen. Like I only live on the second floor. So if it comes down to it, I can go out off of my balcony and break a few bones, but ultimately be okay.
I hear
But
that.
yeah, it's not. I'm not in a high rise. Like the first earthquake I experienced, I was in New York, and I was on the 40th floor in my office, and relaxers, uh, and yeah, the entire building swayed. So that was less than ideal. But this is, at this point, I'm an earthquake pro. So,
I hear that, man. Shit, you gotta adapt, right?
not to those, but,
All right, so yeah, so like a lot of these fans that's on here now is your peoples, right? But like this is gonna go out into the universe. So if we can, just quickly, let's give them a little bit of backstory. How did you get into the music game, and what was a little bit of that journey like?
um, I got into music because I was definitely afraid of law school. Um, I've just always loved music, just have always been around music. Was lucky enough to get a shot at Def Jam doing some consulting and stuck around and have managed to turn it into a career. From Def Jam to Nick and plenty of spots after and in between. I've been blessed to, kind of make a way with good ideas and great people.
Let's don't play the I'm too cool game, man. Give me some
It's
of the
not I'm
names that
too
you
cool.
worked
It's
with.
weird as fuck. It's weird as
Nah,
no you.
it's your story. I know it, but the people want to
Nigga,
know it.
eh.
Who's some of you worked with Bieber?
Yes, I've worked with. I don't. It's weird to. I thought you were talking about like favorite point guards and shit like that. Like
Nah, we
it's
talking about you, man.
no, that's not. I wouldn't have signed up for this if I knew that was the case.
That's what I
I
want to
feel
know.
like that should have been. Um, yeah, I just the entire Island and Def Jam roster.
Yeah.
Did digital production on Wild 'N Out and got to produce and create television on Teen Nick.
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, there's a list. I'm not at that stage yet where I'm recounting. When I update my resume, then I'll go down the list. But yeah, I'm not in a place where it's a weird thing to do. Like it's not something I'm comfortable with.
I feel you.
I'm
Nah,
better at
look,
making fun of people than I am at talking seriously about myself.
I hear that, bro. It's all good. Look, we can get into the point guard shit in a minute, right? But I just want the people to know we dealing with somebody that knows what he's
Everybody
talking
here
about.
knows me. Everybody here
Listen, nah,
knows
but
me.
this is gonna go into the world. This is gonna
Purcell
go
owes
out.
me money, and then hopefully they will do some research and haunt
Nah,
Purcell for owing me money.
this gonna go out into the universe, man. When this pod
Right.
go up, it's gonna a lot of people that necessarily don't know what's going on will know what's going on with you.
Mhm.
So
So shouldn't you be asking those questions then? Like you're the host, drive the conversation.
I'm listening. I'm
Like
asking you questions, baby, but you don't feel very comfortable. So I want to keep you happy. You know what I mean?
I give direct answers to direct questions. I think that's.
Heard you. All right. So who is
Are
the
you
biggest?
reading notes, nigga?
No, man. I'm just thinking, bro. Who's the
You just
biggest
read
artist?
notes.
Who's this most? I ain't got no fucking note. I got my AirPod in my hand, baby. What artist did you have biggest expectations when you was around to work with that made you feel like, ah, shit, this wasn't what I thought it was gonna be?
No, nigga, I'm not doing this. um, let's see who
On the
was.
other, on the flip side, which artist did you have low expectations and then was like
No,
pleasantly
you know
surprised?
what? I were not low expectations, but I thought Tamar Braxton was going to be completely different than she was. I was expecting a full out diva and asshole, and she was the most loving and nurturing. She's just a beautiful. She's a beautiful spirit, and I was pleasantly surprised.
I hear that. Nah, that's what's up.
Yeah, so that's yeah. I can't say that I've had nobody has disappointed me. There have been people that I was pleasantly surprised by.
Gotcha.
Jay-Z was surprisingly gracious, even though he was my boss and at the time held my future in the palm of his hands. But you know, there's there's been people at every turn who have, I think, more than anything, it was shocking at how surprisingly human they were. Um, so yeah, no one who's I can say it's been a letdown necessarily, but
Gotcha.
a lot of good surprises.
Speaking of Jay, how you feel about this French Montana bullshit? How you feel about?
That's a terrible segue, nigga. What kind of?
No, I want to know. how you feel about French?
What? Let me know how you connected those two.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I want to know how you feel about French going at Kendrick, and now everybody talking about Drake with Jay. Like, I feel like this is just all over the place.
Everybody needs something to talk about. Everybody needs something to talk about, and I mean, French has more songs that you're going to dance in the club to, but in terms of musical comparison, there is none. Zero.
You think Drake has any chance in a
Fuck
battle?
No. Don't ask me no silly shit like that. Drake will tell you that.
I know. I already know, player. But, the internet, these young kids, they feel differently.
Stop paying attention to the fucking internet.
Listen, man. From 2010 to 2020, Drake got a lot of music.
Yeah, and Jay-Z is the reason that Drake raps. So it's a done conversation from there. Like, you can't. It's like niggas lacing up against LeBron or niggas who laced up against Mike. Like, you can't. There's no way you can have any kind of advantage over somebody if you've influenced everything they're doing. If you're wearing a nigga's shoes, he has the advantage over you, bar none.
Sure indeed.
You could give him 50, you're still wearing his shoes. He wins. Like, there's no way in hell that Drake loses to Jay-Z. He's the best now, but Jay-Z's the best, period.
These are the facts, bro.
Sometimes I say things that make sense.
Listen, I ain't knocking you. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just what these motherfuckers are talking about. So I don't want to feel like an old person. I don't want to feel like an ageist. Like, oh no, Jigga, blah blah blah. Jay smashing.
You saying Jigga makes it older than it had to be.
I call him Jigga. The whole thing is a new thing, right?
Don't ask no Kanye versus Dr. Dre. Fuck Kanye.
Is there any producer battle you want to see right now?
I wanted to see Diddy and JD. I thought that would have been exciting, but there's no one else. Smash is a strong word. Smash is a really strong word.
I just feel like the bigger, Puff Records is too big.
You got to put some respect on JD's name, man. Like, you have to. JD did a ton. Like, his track record is phenomenal. I'm not saying Puff doesn't win. Puff absolutely gets him the fuck out of here, but smash is a strong word. Like, it's not going to be mixtape Fab versus mixtape fucking Wayne. That was a runaway. But, like, I do think that it'll be a contest for a little bit before JD does have joints, but it's a while before JD just starts letting it slip. There's but so much where Puff is just going to give you hit after hit. It'll be a lot.
I feel like they've been low-key battling from day one, right? Wasn't they battling for like 112 and all that kind of shit? And
it's JD's always had he's had a different burden on his shoulders because he's had a region to carry where, like, Puff's just always been looking for dominance. Puff wanted Uptown to win until he wanted Bad Boy to win. Like, Puff just always has been Puff. Who the fuck said Trackmasters? Why would you bring Trackmasters into this? Trackmasters are innocent.
Until they met.
So I think it's just different, and it's also like Babyface and Teddy Riley. Like, it's the conversation. Someone said the conversation is hits versus jams. Where, like, JD's got a few hits, JD's got a lot of jams. Puff's got a shit ton of both. So, like, for 20 records, yeah, you're keeping a pacing, but overall, there's just going to be way more that rings off. Like, what's JD going to answer All About the Benjamins with?
Yeah, not many people could do much with that.
At all. So,
who would be a better comp, Puff and Dre?
No, Dre's. I think Dre and Alchemist would be fun to see.
I don't have Alchemist rated as high as everybody else. Like,
you hate rap music.
That's not a.
And we're not talking about. It's not talking about an overall rating. Like, it's for 20 records. Absolutely.
What Alchemist hit could compare to any one of Dre's
I'm not saying
thousands of hits?
I'm saying he could put together a 20 record slate. I'm just saying it would be a punching match. There's plenty of niggas that couldn't hang with Tyson, but they got in the ring with him anyway, and it looked like something for that first 30 seconds of the round before it was over.
Alchemist versus Havoc is happening. That's see now that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because Alchemist took basically took Prodigy away from Havoc.
Yeah, I don't like that for Havoc. I mean I like it. I like Havoc a lot. I think actually that might not be terrible. I would enjoy that. I would.
Dre's got too much big records.
Dre has nothing to gain from it. Like more than outside of, I mean, of course it's theoretical, but I don't think Dre has anything to prove in terms of like his sound defined a coast. There's no other producer there's nobody else they can match him up with that has that can carry that. Like him versus Kanye is going to be fucking laughable because Kanye barely, I mean, he did define a city, but I don't think that there's much where, I don't think Kanye goes for more than like 10 rounds with him before it gets disgusting. Absolutely ugly for him.
It's got to be matched well. Like I felt like the Manny Fresh Scott Score shit was just off.
Why? It was off because Manny couldn't pick fucking records.
Nah, because Manny don't have records with these big pop and R&B artists.
Neither Scott Storch. I mean, Scott Storch. That was a lot of Scott Storch was in the room for a lot of it.
But I mean, he like
can
play it though.
Keys, but he didn't produce the shit outright. Manny is someone else who fucking invented a sound. So it was people give Manny way too much. Again, hits versus jams. Manny's got a ton of jams. Can't sequence records and got more caught up in the theatrics, but I don't think it was the kind of thing where he just got washed and rinsed.
I like Manny Fresh personally better.
That sounds like rap. That sounds like a real I know black people answer.
No, I like rap. I like rapping songs better. Scott has a lot of like poppier songs. You know what I mean? You know, but in a court of public appeal, like these people he gonna put on a Beyonce record. What are he gonna do for that? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Manny can't respond to shit like that. So that's why I feel like all these things got to be matched well.
Fair.
Listen, man, Teddy Riley and fucking Babyface issues was technical. You know what I mean?
It was Teddy. Those were the issues were Teddy. They weren't all technical. It was him being a nigga from Harlem and trying to do Harlem nigga things with the battle. But I don't think it was full out. Like it wasn't entirely technical issues.
The only person the hype man won at the end of the day, if you want to be real.
Yeah. If notoriety is a win, then yes, he did win. Absolutely.
He got his name up. I didn't know he was. For. Listen, I didn't know who he was before. Everybody knows.
Oh no, he's got a history. Yeah, he's got a history. Manny Fresh versus Jazzy Faye would have been interesting. Yeah, he's been around.
Does Jazzy Faye have enough songs?
Yeah.
20 songs that we all gonna know?
No. Depends on how much you listen to music. No is very strong. Theoretically, yes, we could all know them. Actually, possibly not.
On some old school shit, did you see that Tony Touch and Doo-Wop is gonna battle, but they're gonna play nothing but their freestyles that they have from people?
I did see that.
I'm interested.
I want to be interested. I want to be interested. I'm just,
That comes from a real mixtape era, man. That comes from.
And I don't.
I said that comes from not you. I say that shit comes from real mixtapes.
Yeah. I think it'll raise a more interesting conversation in terms of archival of those. So then
Yeah.
I might pop into the room and leave again. You'll see my name at the bottom and you'll feel like I was there, but that's not something that I'm looking forward to. Like it's everybody like, yeah, it's cool. It's just cool.
We gotta see some women. You know what I'm saying?
We absolutely do. I thought that Missy Elliott Missy Elliott should go up against anybody for that matter, but it's a large conversation around misogyny and hip hop in general that should probably be had, but it needs to be had. But yeah, I think Missy Elliott absolutely should throw her hat in the ring because I thought she was a logical step after Timberland did it, honestly. But
Yeah, I
she's
mean,
got plenty of
Missy's
records.
touching a lot of people.
Oh, 100%. But there's people that also don't want to fuck because there's a lot of Missy records that you have no answer for. There's a ton of Missy records that you can't fucking respond to. And so it's probably a lot of that. But Missy already issued a challenge to Brandy versus who?
Yeah, that happened already. They fought over Mekhi Phifer or whatever the fuck it was.
Don't do video. That's not fair.
Am I lying? The boy's mine?
No. Don't. That's not fair. Brandy's had more issues with driving than she's had issues with men.
Holy moly. Not in real life, bro. Oh my God, you a terrible person. Nah, but you know, I would love to see somebody step up and try to come at the queen, try to come at Mary. Like Mariah and Mary go at it. I would love to see that.
That would be, but again, it's hits versus, like Mariah goes all number ones. Mary goes all records that you can play with people you love.
Yeah, it's the Teddy and Babyface thing, right?
100%. 100%. Well, with a lot more notoriety. I'm not putting no disrespect to Teddy, but I think they're more equally yoked than that. I just think their song classifications separate them much more than we realize.
I got Mary all day, every day, against everybody.
You're from Yonkers. You're supposed to say that.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, you're.
Then Mariah?
What's Mary playing against We Belong Together?
Real Love?
What's Mary playing against Shake It Off?
The
Fuck all the pretty shit. What happens when Mariah breaks out, All I Want for Christmas Is You?
That's cheat code.
That's her fucking song.
That's the outlier to all of this shit.
That's her song. If you go and like you have to, that's what you're opening yourself up for. These are her records. That's shit you got to deal with.
Yeah, I think Mary could beat it in the long run.
Name a record. Name a record that she could play for.
Then beat that song?
Any of those three.
I just named two that could beat the other shit. The Dr. Dre joint is crushing.
The one that you don't know the title for. That's terrific.
Because I can't.
The record that's so amazing that you don't know the fucking name. Sing it.
Dog, I know the fuck.
Sing the record. Sing the record.
I ain't got to do all that.
Speak the first part of the hook.
Oh, geez.
Exactly. The record, and I love Mary, taking nothing away from her, but those records are so memorable that you can't recall what the fuck the record is.
Let's get it crunk up on it. Come on, you know that.
Oh, Family Affair?
Yeah, Family Affair.
That's all you can come up with?
No, I said when you were comparing songs. You know
no,
what I mean?
That's washing. Mariah's washing the shit out of Mary.
I don't know about that, bro. This would be a good one. This would be a good one.
You Yonkers niggas are fiercely loyal, and I respect it, but you got to deal in reality at some point. It'd be close for 11 rounds. End of 11 rounds, it might be 5-6, 7-4. And then Mariah just starts running with shit. Guaranteed.
I don't know.
Put a playlist together. Put a playlist together.
Tell your man Low to put it down. He got the fucking.
Nigga, no, you put a playlist of Mary joins together. I'll put a playlist of Mariah joins together. Put a playlist together.
All right, we can do that. We can set it up. I ain't gonna do it right now, but yeah, we can.
No, I'm not. I'll text it to you. This doesn't have to be anything. I just want you to feel that shame of you thinking that Mary could go hit for hit with Mariah. Again, hits versus jams. Mary has got bops through and through.
A lot of them songs, them ballad songs is big. I'm Going Down, those is hits. Shit like that. Those are not just like, oh, I like it. Those are hits, bro.
They are. I'm just saying, she's not fucking with Mariah.
Mariah got songs, but like when Mary plays the joint with Grand Poobah,
you said Mariah
like
got songs real condescendingly.
Yeah, I did. I meant it that way. It's completely true. I meant it in a sense like they're songs, but they don't make you feel no way. Mary got songs that makes you feel like, oh shit, I remember what we were rocking then. I remember what was going on then. I know how to.
Now Mariah records don't make you feel anything. You got a wife and kids, and Mariah records don't make you feel shit.
No, that gets no burn in my house, dogs. Like not for that.
You're lying. You're lying.
What? It don't motivate my girl. She like it, but it's cool. Mary is way better. Mary music is way more important.
I just don't know why you had to get on IG Live to lie to me, man. Like, you could have texted or called me in live like this. You didn't have to do this in front of an audience. Small audience, but people nonetheless. Like, now there's evidence of you lying like this. You don't believe. I love Mary. Taking nothing away from Mary, but you don't believe in her like that. Guarantee you don't.
I do. Over Mariah music in a
Heartbreaker is getting What's the 411 out of here.
See, that's a tie.
We're not even touching remix. The original of Honey. Fantasy, nigga.
What is Mariah gonna play after Mary drop her and Smith and Wesson, her and shit like that? Like, what is
whatever the fuck she wants?
She ain't got shit that could come at those songs, bro. Let's be real. Mary was able to grab the street and then grab the masses. Mariah has always been a mainstream artist.
And got love from the niggas. So she got the streets too.
Listen, I don't know. I ain't never been in this circle and heard, blah, 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 Mariah, anything.
You got to consider who you're hanging out with, then. You need better friends.
Mariah grabbed the Bone Thugs and made a bop. I don't know about that.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
There's got to be other women, though. I mean,
there's a ton of women. There's an industry full of them.
Yeah, that should be out here. That should be getting that notice. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised that Swizz hasn't put Alicia Keys in, hasn't thrown her name into the ring.
Maybe he don't want.
Possibly because he doesn't want her to get cleaned up.
That's what I was about to say. Maybe he don't want that smoke.
Alicia, no.
Alicia gracefully backed away, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she should.
From everything. She's just like, all right, cool. I made enough music.
Well, that's what it is. Let's tell ourselves that. Not because it wasn't connecting the way that it once did, or because she's tried to make Fallen and it's not that place anymore. But yes, because other endeavors.
Like Kim should go at Nicki? You think something like that?
No.
Like one of those?
Kim doesn't have enough records. Again.
Yeah.
It's tough. But I do think that there are plenty of women who deserve to, or who should, for not even deserve, who for us should throw their names in. Like there are a ton of battles that I would love to see Esther Dean get into it. Like I would love to, there's a good number of phenomenal talents who aren't jumping in because, at the root of this shit, it's still a boys club. So
maybe you could change that.
Such is life. Yeah,
make a call. Get somebody on the horn.
We'll see what we can do. I put out rules, and my rules got quickly glossed over for Swizz Beatz and Timbaland to take the reins for this. So I don't know if I'm the one.
What were the rules? Break it down.
No, it was just basic. It was just like after a minute, your turn is up, no speaking. Just like genuine. You don't even want to see Usher versus Chris Brown. Don't say that. Just like to make things go smoother, to reduce the Sean Garrett effect. But I didn't want people licking the phone or doing all that extra shit.
Usher versus Chris Brown ain't a bad look, bro. Chris got enough music.
Chris puts out albums with 50 tracks. Timberlake would get ugly fast. Usher versus Chris Brown actually would be decent. Usher would. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
That's tough. That would actually be a tough one. I
feel like the R&B space right nowadays is in a weird flux.
What Chris Brown record are you really singing?
That I'm really singing? I mean, maybe
not you, but like what Chris Brown, Chris Brown is about the performance more than the song. So if we're just looking at records,
it's just that he's a better performer than singer. That's what.
Yeah, nigga, you sitting it down. This is the performance. I got Usher winning by a lot.
Maybe he dancing.
There ain't enough shoulder rolling in the world, nigga. No, there's not. I got Usher winning by a lot.
Nah, Usher's my dude. Usher's my dude. They ain't really fuck with him.
It would be a fun battle, but I think Usher gets him out of here probably after the first 12 rounds. I just see Usher just running stupid with it. Like, what's Chris Brown gonna play for Confessions Part 2?
Not much.
Jack shit.
The only guy that could come at really Usher, we can't talk about. So it kind of left the R&B space.
That nigga would be a spooky battle. He would be a spooky
We can't
battle.
talk about it, but he the only one that confessed.
No, I mean, he whose name shall not be mentioned would. Tory Lanez would not be large. Take a nap.
Tory Lanez. Nah, we got
another Yonkers nigga. See how y'all get? Yeah, but nah, that the nigga in the mask with the sex dungeon he'd make for an interesting battle. Like he'd be problematic. As long as he didn't do anything from Trapped in the Closet, I think he'd be in a good place. Not in a good place because he's a royally fucked up and deeply damaged devil of a human being. But nah, I think he would make for a scary fucking battle. Scary as shit. He certainly gets Chris Brown out of here.
Yeah, I mean, look, we could say, let's be real. Kel's catalog is really like.
He said the nigga's name.
It don't really matter. We know who the fuck we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We know who we talking about. But yeah, Usher, Chris Brown would be dope. I would like to see that.
Usher, Chris Brown, I would pay to see.
Yeah, that's a good
one.
If
nothing else, just to watch Chris Brown do a line because he can't take the pressure no more. It would be exciting for that. Just see him do like just a quick hit of coke, just because the battle's getting to be too much. That would make it. That would be worth the price of admission.
I feel you.
say his nah.
Dallas wants you to say his name.
LL Cool J. Yo, Lodge. Update your Spotify.
Let me ask you.
Snoop not so quietly gets LL Cool J the fuck out of here.
Not even that. Not because LL can hang.
Calm down. That's
who's a good battle for Snoop? Just to be honest, because his catalog is too immense. It's crazy. Doe is always talking this Buster shit. I don't know.
Nah.
Right?
Buster has an energy. He has an energy, and he does have records, but he's there. See, you have to separate. If we're just looking purely at catalog, then there are so many battles that people are proposing that don't make any sense at all. I've seen LL perform. Stop trying to save Eminem. Stop trying to say LL. Eminem versus Snoop. Yeah, no, Snoop gets him out of here. Snoop absolutely gets him out of here.
Dallas, I have to disagree. Busta Rhymes is the greatest performer I ever seen live.
Oh, he's a phenomenal performer.
Yeah,
he's a phenomenal performer. We're not talking about performance. We're talking about records.
No,
that's exactly why Chris Brown gets out of here.
Yeah,
because Chris, a hell of a performer. But how many records are you actually going to like? When do you seek out a Chris Brown record? You go to play some Usher shit.
Yeah.
You're not looking to play a fucking Chris Brown record.
Maybe the younger people do. I don't know. I don't. But I know what you mean. But when his shit is on, when the music is pumping, I ain't turning it off. Chris Brown gets
Ask any young person in your life what Chris Brown record they just can't live without.
Yeah, you definitely do. All right, I'm gonna figure it out.
This is a Chris Brown record. That's a Chris. There's a couple, and I'm not saying he doesn't have them. There's a couple. There are records that you do seek to listen to them but that's it. Usher, you go to put on Confessions because you want to hear the whole album. Oh, we got Chris Brown fans mad now because we're bugging. Name your 5 favorite Chris Brown records to sing, any of you, or to sing along with. Doe dresses like Chris Brown, so he's pissed off.
Yeah, it's one of them things like he got enough.
Like a lot of Chris Brown records. What was the record with Drake? Chip didn't really hit until the video came out, and then people fell in love with it. Like they enjoyed it.
That song slapped though. That's real.
100%. But it didn't fully get to it until the video came out. And then you realize you had to love it. Same with Busta. Like, all right, you listen to a Busta record, that's cool. But and once you saw the video, or rather when you saw the video, then it made you fall in love with the song. Hearing it on the radio didn't do much for you. Same shit. Like there are artists whose profile greatly boosts because of the performance.
Look at me now. Yeah, he got songs. It's just that Usher got both lanes. You know what I mean? Usher got the turn up, and Usher got to play it when you're trying to get right, you're in the mood, you know, and something's about to happen. Yeah. I don't know if Chris has specifically those records. I never checked for it, but it would be fun nonetheless. I think it would be a good
You can't sit down and listen to a Chris Brown. If you can't sit down and listen to the record, then it's not like if you listen to Yo, you have to get up and try to do the fucking choreography. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no you can sit down and enjoy an Usher record.
Joseph will be playing Busta and LL Sweet. They could battle each other. How about that?
I don't know. I think we're factoring way too much of what we love about the performer away from the quality of music. And that's why it would be a lot of fucking fun. But that's also why you love Mary so much, because you can't sit down to a Mary record.
Of course, you can sit down to Mary records. She's got ballady songs, bro.
What are your two favorite Mary ballads?
I'm Going Down is one, easily. I don't got my phone is being occupied. I can't pull up the rest of her playlist, you know. But she's got them. Chris Brown don't have them. Let's be real. You're gonna stop playing Mary J. Blige out here.
I'm not playing her. I'm being honest. We're having an honest conversation. We're having an honest conversation. Nobody's playing her. We're having an honest conversation.
John Doe is completely right. My Life is one of the best R&B albums ever. Exactly. So let's stop. Mariah is barely R&B in the stratosphere. She's more pop than anything. In all, you know.
So because her records were big, you penalize her?
It ain't that I'm penalizing her.
Pop just speaks to the reach of a record.
I just feel like there's no rhythm and blue in Mariah's catalog completely. And you know when Mariah music sounded like it was. You know when she was.
100%. It's
the Emancipation Mimi album is different than other albums.
100%. They're records that are made to feel bigger.
Yeah. Mariah's you acting like she getting out the paint. It ain't happening like that simple. We need to see this. Like, I mean,
I didn't say she would get her out the paint. I just said for the first 11 rounds, it would be a hell of a battle. Until Mariah really digs in and starts the Sandman shit.
Okay. All right, cool. Maybe we'll see that. Mariah vibes is purposely pop. Yeah, that's true. Like
100%.
She was, put together to be more catered to everybody. But Mary music is better.
Mary music feels better. Mary's music feels better.
But that's what music's supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel a certain way. And Mary music, when it come on, make you feel better.
It's a lot of turning happening in these comments.
Nah, listen, man. This is not a Yonkers bias.
Mary got nothing. Mariah has nothing that can fuck with. Be happy. Get off the fucking chat, though. Log out.
But if her cheat code is All I Want for Christmas, Mary gonna win.
That's a cheat code because it's one of the biggest fucking records of all time. That's the only reason it's a cheat code. But that Christmas, she made Christmas. Mariah made Christmas sexy, nigga.
Oh jeez.
Like she made Christmas sexy. That's crazy. She made a family holiday sexy.
Mary got songs with Pooh Bah, with Smith and Wesson, with all these artists. She got songs with X. She got songs that she could go anywhere she want with it.
Look. I get it. I know where you're from. I'm not taking anything away from. Yeah, Mary. I'm not taking anything away from Mary. Mary 100% is. She's got records that defined how we grew up. Period. Donny Hathaway did make Christmas sexy.
Donny Hathaway has the greatest Christmas song of all time. Let's be real.
Dallas, you're 70, nigga. You have a better frame of reference than I do.
No, Donny actually has one of the greatest voices and the greatest Christmas song. So let's be real.
Yeah, but
Mariah has the most popular Christmas song of all time.
I refuse to. This can't be.
And if that's the fucking argument, then Mary already won. All right. If all she got to hang on is that damn song that she play every Christmas, and don't even want to sing half the lyrics.
That's not okay. That's not. I don't want to get hung up on it because there's no way you can win because you're going to be wrong, and it's fine to be wrong. No, it's fine to be wrong. It's okay.
I heard.
It doesn't change the love. It's still.
Is there anybody else we want to see though that we can make happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? We can put a text or call in, an email, make some shit come together. That's some funny shit.
We said all I want for Christmas, and I got out of here, Chris. They didn't want to hear it. I think Usher and Neo would have been a closer battle. Someone said Usher versus Neo would have been better to see.
Neo's music stops too short.
Ja Rule, we got to have an honest conversation about Nelly. Ja Rule is fucking Nelly all the way up. People forget about Ja Rule like he didn't. Ja Rule had the world by the balls for a long time and just got ushered out the paint. But Ja Rule versus Nelly is not fair at all. I don't care how many motherfuckers think he invented Air Force Ones.
What is going on with that on the Twitter got to chill. Nelly did not create or make the buzz for Air Force One. I hate to be the one to say it, but at that point, especially, right, in them days, everywhere outside of New York was on some Bama shit, and they was like years late to everything. So Nelly and them caught a wave that we've been on. You know what I mean? So, like, for them to put out an Air Force One song, we look at it like, bro, that shit is 10, 15 years in the making we've been doing that. So, no, Nelly did not make fucking Air Force One a wave. So everybody that has the wrong idea going on here. But Nelly versus Ja Rule.
Versus Nelly wouldn't be fair. I don't have nearly enough records to go to war with Nelly.
Yeah, I don't even. Maybe Nelly has some records though.
I don't know, man.
What happens after?
I just took the time to look up some Mariah records.
You change your position on the situation?
No, I've never been more certain that she gets married the fuck out of here.
Sweet Thing. All these songs that Mary got is just better. This goes back to the Puff thing. We talk about
if Mariah just put on the #1's album, it's a battle. If she actually,
all she got is the hits.
Ja would win the Ja versus 50 battle. If we're just going records, they do.
Nah, 50's winning.
Why?
Because what is Ja Rule gonna play when he plays "I Smell Pussy" and all these songs? It's gonna go left and it's over for him.
Okay, so are they actually playing battle records or are they playing their? Like,
they playing their records. They playing songs.
So then, 50 wins easily because Ja's gonna try to play clapback and it's gonna get really disgusting.
The room's gonna get quiet and then it's gonna be like,
there's no way it's gonna look like an intervention. So fair.
See, the problem with the thing with Ja Rule,
clapback is an awful record.
Yeah, it's really bad. Ja Rule and 50 shit, they really battled in real life. The same thing with Jay and Nas.
Nigga ended his career.
Yeah, so it's not really a thing. Let me ask you, we were talking about this before, right? Who should Kiss battle? What level is Kiss on? Tell me I'm biased, but go ahead. Well, who's an even match for Kiss? It's tough, right?
What are we including in it? Nah, really. I just thought of a battle, but I think Kiss gets cleaned up. Kiss versus Fab.
Cameron is not a bad thing.
It's not. I'd like to see Kiss versus Jeezy though.
Nah, he getting Jeezy out the paint.
What?
Jeezy don't have certain songs that Kiss has been on. Kiss is on J-Lo records. Kiss is on your friend's record, Mariah.
Yo,
Kiss
hang
is
up, yo.
on big songs.
Oh, so now Mariah's saving you.
No, I said Kiss is
Now
on big
Mariah's saving,
songs.
but
I
now
said, I didn't,
Mariah, but now
nah,
Mariah's
I
gonna
said
get.
Kiss can go different. Kiss has got Benjamins. He don't need Mariah. Let's be real. All right. And he could go anywhere else with it. Jeezy don't have that many records, bro. Not like that. Jeezy got 4 albums that are great, but Kiss could play songs that you just can't compare with.
Your bias is showing.
Kiss got songs with Biggie. It's a cheat code. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's he gonna do with that? Kiss got songs with
It's a
with
20-round
Jay-Z.
battle, and your bias is showing.
Nah, I'm saying Kiss
So
got songs
Jeezy
with
doesn't,
Hove, Big.
and so does
Like,
Jeezy. Jeezy does not have a big record, but I think you're underestimating just how much
Jeezy
Jeezy
versus
would bring to
T.I.
the
is a
table.
good battle. Or
Might need to have an honest conversation about T.I. too.
maybe Jeezy versus Ross is a better evenly match.
That gets ugly for Jeezy fast.
Yeah.
Jeezy Ross is not fair at all.
Ross Kiss.
I'm telling you, I think if you
Kiss is blowing him out the water.
define blowout, like what are you're saying a lot of.
Like his songs are gonna make people feel way more.
You're making
different
too much of T.I.'s catalog. T.I. would not watch Jeezy. Stop saying those things.
I think it would be fair. T.I. and Jeezy.
I mean, all fights are fair up until somebody gets knocked out.
Gucci versus T.I. Yeah. That's an opinion thing because not everybody Gucci music don't travel in the beginning to everybody. You know, he got 50 fucking mixtapes.
Listen, you have to allow for regional bias on a lot of these things.
Sure.
Like you with
No.
Loving Jada and Mary. There's a lot of regional bias.
No, those are major artists that have music across the board. I'm not talking Gucci's got a lot of songs that nobody outside of that region ever heard. He came out of jail and became more popular on a mainstream level.
Yeah. I'm not speaking to Jeezy. I'm speaking to your overall argument.
Oh, okay. No, it's not. That's not the case.
Well, not speaking to Gucci, rather. Speaking to your overall
Gucci, not Jeezy. You know, yeah, Gucci is a different story. Jeezy got records of anybody he could play. You know, his first album alone got 5-6 songs that could go up against most people.
So then he could easily go against Jada. Removing your regional bias.
No, I'm talking about in the later rounds. Kiss is going to wear him down, jabbing him to death. And then by
I think you have to forget that you're from Yonkers for a second.
Nah, I do forget. 17, 18, 19, Kiss comes with the overhand right with all kinds of songs. Whatever you want to hear. Whatever you want to hear. He's been featured on 1 million records, bro. Like, it's unfair.
Jeezy.
Kiss has been on too many songs. He's got literally named.
I'm not saying he wouldn't win. I didn't say he wouldn't win.
I'm just saying because he has too many features. I just think Kiss is in a weird space with this battle thing. I'm curious to see who would be a great evenly matched, battle.
When you sit down later and you put your regional bias to the side, you're going to see. I've made some excellent points.
I'm glad
you're going to realize it. No, I look forward to.
I'll definitely look into this Mariah situation.
Yeah, you should, nigga. You absolutely should.
But
do it for yourself. Seriously, I want that for you. I want you to experience a Mariah Carey record.
Okay, I'll try. I'll put that on my to-do list. Right after some other shit that's way more important. Kiss versus who? Exactly, Large. Who we talking about? Like, Kiss is smashing a lot of people, bro. Like, it's putting them out the wing. Putting them out the paint. Somebody is really trying to get at you on that.
I see that.
And
I guarantee you this is the forum to do that. This is working.
Yeah.
I'll look for that email. I will. I'm going to look for the email.
You're a terrible person, bro.
No, I'm going to look for the email. I'm serious. I'm in front of my computer now.
We need to see more battles, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. Yo, John Doe is a fool.
Yo, chill, man. Somebody's trying to chase their dreams, and y'all are hateful.
I ain't hating shit. I just
I'm
said,
genuine. I'm gonna look for his email. Look, stop. I'm gonna look for his email. Just chill out.
listen, man. Listen, whoever CJ.
Thank you,
Listen,
CJ.
CJ. I'm an advocate of gene tracing. So go for yours, man. Jamal don't answer. It wasn't meant to beef with him. You know what I mean? He fucked up. He missed out.
It is, and that's absolutely on me. I missed the boat.
You got to follow up for the. Yeah, this guy is funny. Look.
Resend the email now, so it's at the top of my inbox, please.
Yo, let me bring you back to the beginning of the conversation, right? So Fred, right? So Fred represented this bar for bar thing, right? So now Griselda's a thing now, right? You in the industry, you on the label side. There's a pocket now of people that are ready to hear this kind of music again. Because I think I've always been ready for it. I'm just saying, like,
there's a pocket for it in spurts.
Got you.
Like, but people still want to hear songs.
Got you.
No one, especially now, nobody's lining up to hear somebody just rap their heads off. With all due respect, like I love it, absolutely. Like all the DVD age, like all this shit. Like, yes, there are moments where you want that, but by and large, I don't think that unfortunately, it's a song dictated landscape. Like you need to make a record.
Got you. No matter how good or bad you are.
Yeah. That's why French wants to throw his name, like it's so free to throw his name in the ring. Because French has records. I'd never go out of my way to rap a French verse. I don't look forward to hearing what he like. It doesn't excite me to witness his wordplay. But there are songs that you're like, all right, I fuck with that.
Yeah, he got some fun strip club music and all that shit. You know what I mean? Nobody gonna take that away from him. But it's a thing where like you do got to be able to put it all together, right?
Absolutely.
So no matter how nasty you are behind the booth, you got to be able to put that whole package together and make a song that somebody want to hear over and over. See, that's where the illest shit come in, right? When you can make it all work. But I just felt like I'm curious, like you saying once in the blue, like so Griselda and them snuck through, Gunn and Benny and all of them, they made their way in. And then
I think there's also various. They also they're not without records. Like that you can actually point to songs that they have, which doesn't. Again, it doesn't have to be. When I say it has to be right, it doesn't have to be traditional verse hook. Like it's not. It doesn't have to be a standard format, but there needs to be something to break it up. You need something you can hold on to. Like you need to have some sort of takeaway from it to make it feel like you're listening to. You have to listen to something that's going to stay with you.
Gotcha. Because I feel, my opinion, I'm not in the label, right? I'm not in that game. So I just look at it from the outside point of view. But like there is artists that are having successful careers and aren't trying to make necessarily records that are going to get extensive replay value. So like I like Joey Badass, right? You know, he only has maybe one or two songs that are like these kind of like sort of versions of anthem-y songs that can be repetitive, but
right.
Most of the shit
I'm not
is
saying
rapping.
It needs to be an anthem. It is rapping, but there is a format. There has to be some sort of format, is what I'm saying.
Does it have to be
hung up on saying they need to be able to make records. There needs to be some format around it that makes it sticky for you.
Because outside of that, it's just smack DVD.
It just makes it difficult to digest, and it makes it difficult to live with.
Gotcha. So
like 18-wheeler, people love 18-wheeler. It's two verses. It's no hook. Like, yeah, there has to be something that you can latch onto. It doesn't need to be, to have it feel like something anthemic, to have it like it's that's losing it.
Because I look at it like somebody like T Grizz, like his biggest song is my favorite, his First Day Out, but there ain't no hook, there ain't no, you know what I mean? It's just he's just coming at it.
But there's also an outlier of LeBron rapping the shit and being the world's biggest fucking A&R for him.
Yeah, but it had to get to LeBron's ear though, right? It wasn't like it was quiet.
Yeah,
because in a younger generation, right? Let's say 10 years prior to us, right? Meek's dreams and nightmares is like the biggest thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's their thing, and ain't no hook on there. So I feel like there is a lane to be able to rap.
When I say you're getting caught up on hook, lose
Okay.
hook for a second.
Okay.
Format, period. There needs to be something, whether it's production, whether it's like some element of the fucking song. It can't just be people rapping.
Gotcha.
You're hearing hook, and I think you're latching onto that. There has to be something. Dreams and nightmares. But that's anthemic. So again, you have something that you can tie yourself to. 18-wheeler, no hook, but it's anthemic. Like you can tie yourself to the entire, whether it's the wordplay, whether it's like there has to be some element that you can tie yourself to. I'm not going to sit down and listen to an EP of a nigga rapping to himself and me. For like, nobody's going to do that. There has to be something that you're taking away from the record. There has to be it has to be a record, period. Plain and simple. There has to be, when a record sticks with you. Yeah. There's a moment it creates. There's something that it does that makes it feel like it's yours. Or it makes you wish that you you can't. So it's not, I don't think, so that era is not happening because there's people who don't rap in enough of a capacity to do it. And they aren't entertaining or engaging enough to do it.
Because I look at an artist like, we got 2 minutes real quick. I'm going to say somebody that you love, right? I look at an artist like Banks, right? Because he's over barring crazy immense artists.
And then what did he break those bars up with?
With songs, right? Into a song. Like 50 was able to put it together.
Yeah. Like there has to be something you have to have something to digest the bar. It's a teaspoon of sugar to make the medicine go down.
Gotcha.
There has to be something that makes all the rest of it digestible.
Heard you. That makes sense. I'm just curious. Yo, so quickly.
Sometimes.
Yeah, shut up, motherfucker. This thing tonight on YouTube, you're going to watch it with all the old school artists?
This is the first time hearing about it.
Yeah, it's like it's a fundraiser for, COVID, and it's all these artists performing from their house or whatever they at. No, I don't think
I'll watch it. Yes.
Ralph McDaniels is hosting it. That's my guy. He's going to be involved, and it's a bunch of people.
Is it Video Music Box production?
It's not a Video Music Box, but it's a Mass Appeal production and a couple other people. So it should be interesting.
We'll check it out.
But yeah, bro. But Maul, but seriously though, thank you for coming on, bro. Thank you for coming on the Homage Podcast, the Homage Podcast. Next time we'll talk a little bit more about
fuck the NFL.
Yeah, the draft is tonight, but
I'm a Giants fan. The NFL doesn't exist right now.
Maul is with Cap every day, all day, just so y'all know he ain't fucking with the NFL. But next time we'll go a little bit more into your life, and you're gonna be more open about it. I don't want to hear no bullshit.
You ask questions, I give answers.
All right, so next time I'm gonna get my journalistic.
Have your notepad next time.
I have my notepad and have everything ready. But Maul, yo, be safe, my brother. I love you.
I appreciate you. You as well, man. My love to the family.
I will, though. Peace, bro.
All right, man. Talk to you in a minute.
Yeah.